Hey y'all, good morning. Welcome to your reading for Wednesday, November 9th, 2016. Thank you guys for watching today. And let's see what we got. We've got the Six of Swords, followed by the Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Coins. One of the first things I saw is what it made me think of was feeling like we could possibly hear today about some sort of unauthorized biography, some sort of tell-all book that's that could be coming out about somebody who is possibly wealthy, has status, some sort of power. Whoever this is, they may not be the top dog, but they are close enough to where the Seven of Swords has, unbeknownst to the Nine of Coins or against the Nine of Coins wishes, he's taking some valuable information from her. And with the Six of Swords, because the Seven of Swords is like having Moon in Aquarius, okay, and the Six of Swords is like having Mercury in Aquarius. So I feel like this guy gets in his feelings. He may be a little jealous or upset by the Nine of Coins. Moon is about feelings and safety, or feeling safe and secure. So, he doesn't have a problem. He's Moon in Aquarius, so his emotions, his feelings, his subconscious, the things that make him feel safe and comfortable, are probably a little unorthodox, but clever just the same. So I feel like he's in his feelings about something. He wants something that the Nine of Coins has, and he takes it. And at this time, I just don't feel like the Nine of Coins knows it. And I'll say why in a minute. Okay, so he gets the goods, he gets the information, and he runs off to a publisher. I'm feeling like this Six of Swords in this case, if this is something that we hear about, some sort of, like I said, tell-all book, unauthorized biography, some sort of I can't even talk about it, publication, an article, I don't know. Somebody steps up to a podium and, they interrupt your stories, whatever. I just feel like we could hear something today that was not authorized for us to hear. And this guy, this is Pinky in the Brain right here. This is Pinky, and this is the brain. And for those of you who don't know who Pinky in the Brain is, it's an old cartoon that used to come on, right, probably in the early 2000s. I hesitate to say late 90s. I don't know if it went back that far. But every day they were trying to take over the world. And Pinky, he was the muscle. And the brain was obviously the brain. So, this guy had the muscle to, or the charisma, the know-how, whatever, to extract what he needed to extract from the Nine of Coins. So if this is you, the Nine of Coins today, then watch out for a person who, if somebody just comes to you and starts asking you for information, it could be something as simple as they come up to you and say, because this may be somebody that you know. Dare I say, it could be a family member with the moon involved. And it being a seven. Oh my goodness. This could, and I'm feeling like this could be either some deception and confusion um, with somebody who you thought at one point was a legitimate, I'm sorry, partner to have, maybe a business partner, something like that. Uh, and I'm thinking about seven and the seventh house and one-on-one relationships. This could also be very clearly an open enemy. But I'm just saying, if the Queen of Wands is you today, then be on the lookout for somebody who starts trying to, it seems like they're trying to milk you for some sort of information. Okay, and sorry, I kind of jumped ahead. I was talking about a tell-all book, blah, 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 but on a more mundane level, you know, uh, like for a regular person like me, this could be somebody who comes into my space today um, or has already uh, this may have already happened, and you may not know it yet if you are the nine of coins. But for a regular person like me, this would be somebody who comes to me, milks me for information, and then you know goes to another person, so, or goes around the neighborhood, around the workplace. We could have mutual friends together. So I'm feeling like that somebody gets some information from you, some valuable information, and let me see if I can get this look right. Okay, look wrong. See, he appears to be. He's already taken the whatever it is that he needs from the nine of coins. He's already taken it, and now he is making a getaway. He's looking back to make sure she doesn't see him. She doesn't. If this is you, I don't think you know it yet. And this could be with this Six of Swords. It looks like that he, good you guys can see this, I'm sorry. Looks like he could be, trying to get to the getaway boat. This Six of Swords could be somebody that's actually waiting for him. He knows that he's coming back with these valuables, with these goods, with this information. And this Six of Mercury could be the person that gets the word out. Whatever it is that the Seven of Wands takes, the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Swords takes, the Six of Swords helps get the word out. And I'm feeling like if you're the Nine of Coins, but you don't know it yet, and this is why. Because this is like having Venus in Virgo. And Venus in Virgo can be reclusive, kind of introverted. I have Venus in Virgo. Um, and I used to be extremely social, but I'm like, oh wow, a serious loner. Yeah, I know you can't believe it, can you? Anyway, um, yeah, so it's real possible that if you're whoever the queen of, I'm sorry, the nine of coins is today, she doesn't realize yet that this has been set or is being set into motion. Okay. And if I hadn't said so already, if I may have, but he gets away with this for a while. He doesn't get away with it forever, but he gets away with it for a while. So what I want to say to those of you that are the queen, dang it, that are the nine of coins today, keep everything close to the vest. Just don't go giving out free information, even if it seems innocent, because today it's not. Another situation is this could be plagiarism. Somebody could have actually taken, some of you could be writing a script or start. This could be, some of you younger people who may be in college, or you may be in undergrad school, and you may have written a thesis or something, and another student takes it and is about to try to pass it off to the professor, to whomever, as his own. Um, the other thing I want to say is that, again, nine of coins. This is you. Something has been taken away from you, and you could possibly know it. But the good news is, because I told you he's not going to get caught right away, no matter what the situation is. Whether this Six of Swords is a getaway guy, or whether he is somebody that's close to you and knows you and actually happens to see him trying to get away with your stuff. This could also be somebody that is going to cut him off at the pass. And when I say cut him off, I mean that literally, because look how his swords looks. And I'm sorry, I got to kind of talk fast. Before my grandbaby busted, before she busted in the door, I can hear her awake, and I mean, she's not even two yet. She's about this big, and she sounds like a herd of buffalo. And when she comes busting in here, it's going to be a problem. So my grandbaby's up, so I got to try to hurry up. Okay, anyway. So what I was saying is, you may have had something taken away from you if you are the Nine of Coins. But it doesn't stop your show. This Six of Swords is saying, with some creative, maybe even unorthodox thought, because you may have been 10 coins, you may have had everything you needed, and then the Seven of Swords comes through and steals one of your coins, okay? But you still make progress. You still get to where you're going. I think it's just gonna require you to think outside of the box in order to either you're gonna have to think outside of the box in order to work what you have left, or in order to uh, try to get back what's been taken from you. In other news, I'm kind of feeling like too that this huh, today some of you could be dealing with something. If some of you are going through some sort of legal situation, I mean, this could be a divorce. This could be, um, I mean, you had a business with somebody, and now that, you guys are cutting that off or whatever. Uh, if any of you are dealing with something legal, you have been or whatever, I feel like today somebody could, I mean, just they could take some information about you and misconstrue. You misconstrue it, whatever, or, just really jack it up on purpose, and feed it to this person. Because I am seeing this guy like an ex partner of some sort. Like I said, whether that's a romantic partner, marriage, but it's going to be somebody that you would have had to have some sort of contractual agreement with. There's some sort of legal paperwork or something like that. There's something that legally binds, and I'm feeling like that this person could have, um, or could be, if you could find out that they've lied on you, and this is the person that they have given the information to, who is going to see this situation through for them. So, in other words, let's say that you guys have somebody has a business partner. Um, and he goes into, the building that you guys had at one time. There's some paperwork left behind. He takes it. He uses it to support his own case. Let's say this is a lawyer. Um, hmm. Oh, this dude, he might be stealing credit card numbers and stuff like that too, and using them. Maybe he's hmm. He could be, yeah, stealing financial information and giving it to somebody who can make something happen with it. Now, I gotta say this before I go to though. This could be you. This could be you who's taking something or gossiping. You, but this is you or somebody else. You probably won't get caught today, but you will get caught. They will get caught. Still, the bottom line is, in this case, it is simply a matter. This is actually, I think, going to come down to who can outsmart who. Between the nine of coins and the seven of swords, whoever can come up with the uh, most clever idea solution, whoever has that flash of uh, genius moment, and that could be another thing, whatever's going on, you could find yourself having an aha moment about something that you don't have anymore, something that's been taken from you, that you may have felt like was holding you back. And today, you get that bing that's gonna take you all the way to your destination. So it's not gonna matter anymore that you don't have what you had. Um, some of you could certainly be getting the information or the bright idea that helps you um, bring it on into shore. And I think that's kind of the bottom line, regardless, is that whoever this is, doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but in this situation, the nine of coins is still going to get exactly where they need to go. And I'm thinking that, that's the good news. No matter what is going on in this situation, even if he's got an accomplice, in the end, the nine of coins is still going to, um, it's still going to be one up on these people, on these guys. So, okay. 10 minutes ain't crazy. Let me talk that long. Let's see what we got. Number wise, we've got 7 plus 6, which is 13, and 13 plus 9 is 22, is 4. Okay, so again, There's two things that I'm thinking here. With the fours, it's about foundation, structure, stuff like that. So, somebody has taken away from somebody's foundation, somebody's structure. Somebody has chipped away at that for whatever reason, and their feelings about something, and disturbed that stability, that security, that structure, that base. Somebody has taken something, lied about something, got something real shady going on that is disturbing that. Um, and the fours are also about restrictions, obstacles, setbacks, delays. So there could have been a period where, yeah, that's exactly what's going on: obstacles, setbacks, delays. But again, something happens today. Something comes up today that allows the nine of coins to make progress. Now, the other thing too is with the fours are about confinement. It's about restriction. So, I think of four, I think of a box. So, he may not get caught today, or she may not get caught today, but she will certainly end up in a box at some point. And that's the way I see it. So, if anybody would like a personal reading, if you want to know where you can find this culprit, you can send an email to tina@85thhousevibrations.net. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow.